we'll talk to Cody about it. Alrighty, this is what we're looking at here, happening just a bit ago. A 3.3 magnitude earthquake detected near Caddo Lake here in East Texas. This is out of Harrison County, where a minor, again 3.3 magnitude earthquake, rattled the community of Uncertain over in rural Harrison County earlier this morning. It happened at around 6:15 a.m. The U.S. Geological Survey detected the Tembler, is that how you say it? Sure. The Tembler on the western end of Caddo Lake. The epicenter was measured at about 2.6 miles just southeast of Uncertain. Again, that's the name of the town. And 18.7 miles from Marshall at a depth of 3.1 miles. There are no immediate reports of damage. I will say the last earthquake in this area was a 2.5 magnitude tremor in April of 2021. So not unheard of to have these tremors. Now, Cody, I know that you are not a earthquake. Yeah, sure. I didn't even know that that's what they were called. So obviously you have more more experience in this than I do. So what can you tell us about these? I guess trembles is what you would call it. Tremors. Yeah,
I think tremors. Yeah. Well, not too much. You know, there was a time because I've been here a while.
Right.
13 years is my time
He's
at this
actually
station.
857.
That's right. Don't I look great?
Yeah.
Moisturize, friends. No. And I remember a time, I want to say it was maybe 2015, 2016.
Okay.
I believe it was also uncertain in that area. I could be totally wrong on that, but there was a series of tremors, and that's what brought up the big debate on, oil fracking and things like that. But this time around, this is underneath Caddo Lake. It's very interesting, very fun little tidbit here. You can actually use the First Alert weather app. If you go to the layers, if it's not already turned on, you can actually select earthquakes, and it will give you that information. Like same thing, what Devin read to y'all about the depth, location, and timing, as well as the magnitude. So with the 3.3, that's not overly very strong. As well, maybe with the placement of it, with it being underneath Caddo Lake, maybe folks in Uncertain weren't able to feel it. I'm not sure. Very interesting. So if you've got friends or family in that area, y'all reach out, let us know if it was felt. Especially by 6:15, 16. Surely some folks were getting up, getting ready for the day.
Right.
Would really be interested to know if people were able to feel it, especially with the depth of 3 miles. I feel like that's not overly super deep, especially with how the depth of some earthquakes can typically occur. I'm not sure exactly. We do go over it when we go to school for meteorology. We go over all types of natural disasters and events and whatnot. And in regards to depth and strength, it can affect how they are felt, because basically, with how the waves go through the earth, it almost tricks the ground into acting as a fluid for brief periods of time.
Okay.
Here in East Texas as well, we have a lot of sediment, especially clay.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that leads to, an absorption of the effect or whatnot. At this point,
That
it's
would make
entirely
sense.
speculation. But
Yeah, and like we said, it was an earthquake, absolutely, but it is a very small one. So to put it kind of in a perspective, they said about 3 miles down, right, is how far it went. A typical shallow earthquake, so on the lower end of the spectrum, goes about 43 miles down.
Oh, wow.
It says an intermediate one goes from 43 to 190, and then a deep earthquake, the ones that are going to do some damage, goes 190 to about 430 miles deep. So it says earthquakes deeper than 70 kilometers, otherwise 43 miles, are localized within slabs of the lithosphere. So now we're really talking science, that are sinking into the Earth's mantle. And so the cause of the deep focus, definitely a big question on what happens. This one, definitely questions on why this happened and why this seems like a pattern now. So I wonder, we're not necessarily on any kind of
fault
plate.
line.
Yeah. Any kind of plates or fault line, anything like that. But Uncertain, the last one was in 2021. You remember one from 2016, 2017. So it feels like every 3 to 4 years, there's something small going on.
Potentially. And, there's, and there could be other issues and factors that play into it. I believe, is light in here?
No.
I want to say, wasn't Caddo Lake, isn't that a man-made lake? I believe it was.
I got some Googling skills.
Michael Google. Largely man-made.
It's originally a natural lake, but is now largely man-made due to the dams that were built
Okay.
in the 1900s. So I
interesting.
would say, yeah. It was artificially altered
There
by
you
the
go.
addition
Okay.
of a dam.
I thought there was something funky
Yeah,
with
we
it.
started
but,
with some original and said we got to
yeah.
fake it all up.
So I'm not sure, but it's very interesting. We
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
don't get them very often, so obviously it piques our interest. So
Very.
we'll see if we can get any more information throughout the day. But again, we'll just keep track of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Didn't have that on the December bingo card.
Yeah, there we go. I hope you guys got a